What did I do this weekend?
I don't know. I know what I did this past weekend.
Okay, go for it. Let me slowly remember.
I watched a lot of COD. There's a CWL Anaheim.
Wait, we should do the intro before we start talking, maybe?
Okay.
Okay.
So we don't record it at the end and then put it at the beginning like we did the last time?
Yeah.
Or
we don't need...
Maybe next time. I don't know when this episode's going to come out.
We're switching it up.
I don't know. I just sit here and speak and then you take care of everything else.
Yeah. Sounds good.
All right, here we go.
You want to switch it up? You want to do the intro?
No,
we just fuck it up one time?
I'm not doing it.
No?
If you're going to fuck it up, you're going to do it yourself.
All right. All right, here we go. Welcome to the Nois Bois show. My name is Trevor.
And I'm Austin.
We don't really have like a designated theme for the episode. So how was your weekend?
Okay. So
just steal the question.
Remember that question I just asked you. So like I said, CW Anaheim, I watched it. It was a COD event. As something interesting, no organization has ever won it twice in like the 7 years it's existed. Hunger Thieves won. They won
you said it's CS:GO, right?
No, COD.
Oh, okay.
I'm not big into CS:GO.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Father's Day.
Father's Day.
Went to my cousin's house.
That's gonna date this video. That's that done. Out of there already. No, I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
You can just cut the.
It's fine. I put the date recorded in every video when I upload it too. I don't know where that shows up, but I'm sure people can see when I actually record these things.
Yeah, my uncle cooked. He's really into
Your uncle's not your dad. I hope
he was. No, he was there though.
Okay.
Because he's cool. Really into cooking and barbecuing and whatnot. So, I mean, he's just. Everyone in our on my mom's side of the family, because they always get together because my dad's side's not from Illinois.
You told.
Oh no!
Now everyone will know the Nois Bois are from Illinois.
Oh no!
Oh no!
It's not pronounced with a noise.
That's the joke.
Should we call the Nois Boy?
That's the joke, Austin. The Nois Boy.
Yeah, the Nois Boy.
There's only multiple of us, though.
But it's if you make both S's silent.
Well. That's not how boys is pronounced.
Okay, the Nois Boys.
That's wrong.
Technically,
you're gonna have to settle. We're 11 episodes into a podcast. I think this is 12 actually.
I don't know.
It's 12.
I just, like I said, I sit down and I speak. Anyways.
Yeah.
So my uncle's really into cooking, barbecuing, that stuff. So he made beef tenderloin, pork tenderloin, ribs. And lamb chops. So it was great. My mom made some mac and cheese stuff, smacks. Yeah, it was fantastic. He does some competitions too. He's really into it.
Barbecuing competitions?
Yeah, that's a thing.
Whoa.
I'm
I can't think about barbecuing anymore without thinking of that one episode of Black Mirror.
The Striking Vipers one?
Yeah, Striking Vipers.
You want to go play Striking Vipers?
I'm good, dude. I'm alright.
You sure?
It is Pride Month.
And I can play Rocks or whatever the fuck that's called.
Yeah. Oh my god. The episode scarred me, dude. I was not ready.
You were on your phone after about 20 minutes in. You were I don't want to watch this.
Yeah.
It was
hard to watch.
Because that stuff's probably gonna be possible.
Yes. Look, games have censorship filters. You go on to any MMO, you can't type the F word.
I was in Rocket League because we were playing cross-platform because Luke's on PS4.
PS4, yeah.
And I typed some sentence and I started with OK, and the O and the K were both asterisks. Were they separate letters? No, it was just okay, as in just the word, just the 2-letter word, and it was censored. I was like, what?
Weird.
Remember when we used to have all those problems on Minecraft?
Yeah, where if you said one bad word, it would censor everything you said.
Not even just one bad word. Not even just one bad word. There are some words that would just you would type something like a normal sentence.
Yeah, like
wouldn't have any curse words, and they'd censor it, and it censors the whole thing, and then anything that you type.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even a set amount of time, because sometimes you could type immediately after and it would show it, and other times you wouldn't be able to type anything for 20 minutes without it censoring the whole thing.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure one of the swear words was the word bush, because, you know, like a ladies' area down there. But there's the fucking bushes in Minecraft, okay? What do you...
Do you think they'd censor box then?
I don't know. But the ridiculous part, like, I mean, I don't care if you make the game censor it, whatever, it doesn't bother me, but like, don't censor everything we say from then on out for the next half hour.
Yeah, it was really annoying.
Anyways, my point was that, you know, when we have virtual reality games, there's gonna be like genitalia censors. You just have like a flat, like there's nothing there.
That's what I find interesting, because in Black Mirror in the USS Callister,
yeah, they
had
That's
nothing,
right.
And they couldn't feel anything.
I forgot about that.
But then in this one, they had all the parts. And the thing that
they sure did.
The thing that I always have to think about when it happens is someone not only had to make it, but they had to test it to make sure it felt right.
Yeah.
In order to make sure, because the whole point that at least I got from it is that it felt real, which means that somebody took the time to make sure it felt like you were really doing it, which means some coworkers were, you know,
maybe it wasn't directly the people who made Striking Vipers. Maybe it was just like a plug-in or something.
Maybe the plug-in from another game that someone else had to do.
Yeah, just like a body sensor.
Do you think they
plug-in.
Or do you think they made like beta testers? They're just like, hey,
just banging.
Have sex in this game for us, so we can make sure
I kind of feel like the developers of Striking Vipers weren't intending on people just boning all the time.
Just why?
Yeah.
I also thought it was funny that it said 11 years later, and they're on the X. I'm assuming that means 10th.
Yeah.
And Ryan's like, "Oh, glad to see they're already behind."
Yeah.
That mean what? They're 2 years behind, right? Because
because 11 just came out. Also, I think we had this exact conversation last episode. Did we? I don't know.
Oh, probably, because we've talked about this quite a bit.
I mean, just that part, not the part.
Because if it's 11 years later, that means you're 12 years in, right?
What? Oh, right.
Would that mean you're 12 years in, right? So that would mean you're 2 years behind.
I don't know.
Or am I overthinking? You know, it doesn't matter.
You're confusing me.
Ryan brought it up when we all first watched the episode, and I can't stop thinking about it. Yeah. And why specifically 11? Like, does it something have to do with his age and like the kid's age or something? That's like some hidden lore that
maybe. I don't know.
It just seemed like a very unusual number to have.
Maybe it's a number. It means something.
Maybe it's a number.
Yeah, but I mean, the episode itself was flawed, because why would you want to play a game where you get hurt?
Yeah, that's what I thought. Like, it's like
beyond all the like sex and like questionable sexuality stuff.
And the fact is like, is this gonna hurt? And then bam, and he's like, it just punches him or kicks him or whatever.
Even I mean, whatever. Like, you heal, and when you leave the game you don't feel it, but like I don't want to feel it at all.
Yeah, I don't want to feel the pain. Like,
I don't want to feel what it feels like to get my head uppercutted off. Like,
yeah, like that just doesn't sound fun.
It does not sound very nice, pleasant. I'm good with just a controller. I mean, I guess it's along the same lines of like horror VR games, where like, you know, you're kind of more immersed and it's scary. But
yeah,
like,
but still, I don't. If I'm playing like,
because you get that in regular horror.
Yeah,
games
but what
anyways.
if you're playing like Dead by Daylight? Like, I don't want to feel someone chopping at my back when I'm like running away from them. No,
it's flawed. It doesn't make any sense to begin with. I mean, apparently, a lot of people thought that was the best episode of the 3.
Oh, I thought the second one was by far the best.
Which was the one we watched third?
Yeah, because we watched that. Well, because the way Netflix always has it is it starts with episode 1's at the bottom and it goes up.
Right. How do we watch it?
We watched it 3-1-2.
How do we do that?
Because I clicked the bottom one because I thought that was episode 1.
Right.
And then since we were at the end, it automatically went to the beginning. After that,
okay.
Instead of going from 3-2-1, because why would it ever go in reverse order? We watched it in 3-1-2.
Okay, that makes sense.
So yeah, but that's Zach. We had a confusion about that because he said something about the third episode, and I was like, well, technically it's the second episode because we watched it out of order. But
I liked the order we watched it. because the
that's
hardest
the
one to
order.
watch was the one we watched second, Striking Vipers.
Yeah.
And then the best one, in my opinion,
The best was the second
one.
The second one.
Yeah.
Billy Bauer.
With Billy Bauer.
I want to speak to Billy Bauer.
Speak to Billy Bauer, please.
No, not please. He shoves a gun in your face and says, "I want to speak to Billy Bauer." Get Billy Bauer
on the phone.
I
like his accent.
Yeah, it was. I
don't like the fact that he kidnapped someone. That was not.
And then he's like,
fun.
"Fucking intern! All you fuckers wearing what's with the suit?" I love his accent.
Yeah, I want to watch that episode again.
That was good. I tried watching it with Brianna, but she I don't know.
Yeah, Rebecca won't watch that show either because one of her friends was like, "You wouldn't like the show. The show would stress you out." And she's like, "You're probably right." And I'm like, "Yeah, you're probably right, but still, I think it'd be fun."
I mean, shit, there are some ones that.
I mean, that's what I said. I said I've seen the episodes. I will censor the ones that are really awful, like Striking Vipers.
See, I haven't watched some of the bad ones.
That stupid VR horror one.
I haven't watched that. I haven't watched Crocodile. I don't know anything about it.
Crocodile
I just know
was
that
stressful, but it was good.
I thought you told me it was violent.
It was, yeah, but it wasn't like scary violent.
Okay.
It wasn't like jump scare stuff or.
Okay, but I remember you told me about.
And it wasn't. It was a little bit uncomfortable, but not really.
Yeah, but I remember a couple of you guys told me about the VR. That one. Yeah, I haven't.
It wasn't even a good episode. Let alone, it was like.
Was it like
scary.
jump scares or just like gruesome?
It had jump scares in it. Dumb. The Black Mirror's above that. Come on, like the whole pull of the show is it's like intelligent.
Yeah, I will have to say though
thought-provoking.
The Ashley O or whatever that episode, it didn't feel like.
No, it did not feel like Black Mirror.
No.
I mean, it was. I feel like that's a good place to start. Though.
Yeah, it was a nice introduction.
It was a vanilla episode.
Because here's the thing: what I was expecting is for the Ashley 2 to like go on some sort of
like a chainsaw attack.
Yeah, some sort of killing rampage or like frightening out the was it her name Jack?
Yeah.
That's what I was expecting the whole time. I was like, because when she said that was a poor word choice, I was like, oh god, she's upset with her now, and that's because knowing Black Mirror, that's what I was thinking, and then it was just
I feel like it was like leading us on.
Yeah, was I the only one that was thinking about that?
No, I mean I agree. I didn't mind the episode.
I didn't mind it, but I was just totally expecting something way worse, and it never. It
subverted my expectations in a way that wasn't necessarily a good thing.
Yeah, although I will say
I'm okay with it.
I don't actually. Now that I think about it, I don't know if that's a good place to start because I think it will totally change your expectations of the show then.
Yeah.
Because like I said, I was totally expecting something bad to happen
unless you like start and you get progressively like you get like
we should go through and like rank them and as far as like I don't know
most and least Black Mirror. Yeah,
where does the museum list like go on there, because that was supposed to be like a sum of quite a few of them.
Yeah, I mean I feel like that could go before.
I don't know, I don't want to talk about that. I hate the doctor part.
That episode was really good.
But it was good, but the doctor part was just like I didn't need to do. I didn't need to.
Yeah, that one's up there, both for the doctor part and also just because it you watching the other
ending
helped.
Oh yeah, it was cool to see the
and Black Mirror does that in all their episodes. They have references to other ones, but
there was one episode like do you know the symbol for the Black Mirror subreddit?
No,
it's like that. I don't know how to describe the shape. If I just draw it out where it's like that, that shape.
No. Is it what? It's like a trapezoid with a line coming out of it?
I'm trying to think of, those
describe this audially.
There's like a ship in Star Wars that kind of looks like it. It's like I think it's one of the Rebel ships where it's kind of got like the main pod in the middle, and then when you get towards the back, it extends out in the sides and then back like.
Yeah, I got it. It's like a smaller ship that has the two like huge cylindrical engines on either end. I think that's called a Y-wing.
Yeah.
Y-wing? Is that it?
That symbol. It's over.
I don't even see it.
Here,
is it?
There.
Oh, it looks like the mouth of a creeper.
There you go. Yeah, just have that like on the screen the whole time with our dumbasses trying to fucking. like that, and then that, and it goes
just
like that.
Scratching on the table.
Just put that image on there.
Yeah.
So people understand.
People think we're stupid the whole time. Yeah.
So that symbol, because it seems.
Oh, because it's the symbol from Bandersnatch.
Yeah, I believe so. Because I remember
that's what it is.
I first saw it in...
It's the thing where there's
you're choosing two options.
One path splits into two.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Except the other way around.
Well, I mean, because it was just going down, but yeah, whatever.
Because that's also on... You remember the episode, the one with... it's something with White Bear? The one where the woman...
I recognize the name. I don't know if I saw that one. I haven't seen all
it's like every morning she wakes up in a house.
Oh yeah.
That one. Where she was. Remember the guy with the shotgun that walks around? They have like the red coats and the black mask, and they have that symbol on their mask. And I don't entirely know why, but I just know that there's a connection because that same outfit is seen in the museum.
It makes total sense for Bandersnatch because of the idea of like.
But the point is that episode came out before.
Yeah, right. That episode came out before.
So like, I feel like the symbol's got to be for something else. That's I don't know. Black Mirror is I really like that show.
It's really good. We could talk about it for a long time.
It's everything that I want to see and fear at the same time.
It's just a genius show. Like everything about it.
I feel like I don't know if I've talked about this before, but it's like there's a meme I saw where it was like, have you ever seen The Office?
Yeah.
So you know that when they're like a couple of them are out somewhere and like Dwight's kind of talking to some other girl while he's with Angela. And like Angela's standing next to him, and Dwight doesn't know that, and he like looks and like gets scared that she's there, and it's like all of the text on Dwight is me enjoying my technology, and then Angela, the text over is Black Mirror, because it was just like you're trying to enjoy your life, and then it's like now all these negative thoughts or weird thoughts just get put in your head about
that's what I'm talking about. The genitalia it's censored for, dude. You got to be optimistic about these things. Look, Mortal Kombat 27 isn't gonna allow you to just copulate with anyone.
Hey,
I'm gonna make like
in 16 years you never know what we're gonna have.
I'm gonna do like a tally. I'm gonna keep like keep track of all the different ways I can say synonyms of the word sex. I think I've got like 3 so far, maybe 4. So I'm just gonna keep that on the side.
All right.
Man, I understand that each episode was like an hour long, but I still really wish it was like a 12 episode season. You know?
Oh yeah,
it's I know it's not possible, but I really want it to be. Because we all got together and we watched the 3 episodes the day they came out, just all at the same time.
Mm-hmm. Because I pretty much only watched that show with you guys, or at least with one other person.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not a good one to watch by yourself.
Yeah, you're making like your parents walk downstairs. What is this about having sex in video games?
My parents do watch Black Mirror though.
Oh, okay.
I got them into it.
My dad.
They haven't seen that episode though.
I think the only show I watch with my dad has been The Man in the High Castle. I don't know if I said that already.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's like if America lost World War II, and then Germany has control of everything east of the Rockies, and Japan has control of everything west of the Rockies, and there's like a neutral zone in between.
Is it like a war? Okay.
We're kind of getting there.
Yeah.
Kind of. I don't know. They're at peace, but things are moving.
Okay.
They're building weapons and whatnot, and important people are getting killed, but not by the people that they think they're getting killed by, and it's causing, I guess, unnecessary anger towards the opposition. Like, yeah. So I like the show. It's interesting. It's an interesting but kind of a freaky concept at the same time.
Like it's not
like
a lot of shows. I mean, like sitcoms, and they're pretty predictable. I don't think there's been an episode of Black Mirror that's been predictable.
Yeah, like even actually, that like I said, that episode that was like happy. Like my prediction was just way off because I was not expecting it to be like, that. I think the way Tom said he's like that though, it was a wholesome ending. Like it wasn't a Black Mirror ending.
Yeah, I mean, it was a happy ending. I mean, spoiler, I guess. But...
Well, we've already said it's like easy to come into.
Yeah. I'm just looking at news on Reddit.
I'm looking at me. So,
Stereotypes of people.
Hacker threatens to leak her nudes. Bella Thorne leaks her own nudes.
Oh, that was crazy.
Wait, that's illegal. You put Hacker Man glasses on.
I heard about that story.
Yeah,
that was badass too, because she had like an intense response as well. Hold on.
She was like, "You aren't gonna control me," or what?
Bella Thorne nudes tweet.
No, you just go on Twitter and search her up.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't follow her.
I don't want to actually. Kind of the whole point. Ruins the whole point. But I don't want to like. What's the word?
Just look at her nips.
No, well that too, but I don't want to like summarize what she said. Well, it's not the word isn't summarize though. It's like, I don't know, whatever. But like the quote, the thing that she wrote was like pretty badass. I thought she said like.
Do you want me to just pull? You don't use Twitter, do you?
No.
Okay, I'll just look it up.
Like after the fact that he like threatened to hack her and everything, she said like, you don't control my life. And then even after all that, she said like, this kid sounds like he's 17. So as angry as I am, I just want to teach him a lesson. And like, he's obviously smart. So if he got on the right side of tracks, he could help our community. I'm like, damn. Like, dude threatened to put your naked body all over the internet. And you're like the calmest, like most well thought out reaction I've seen to any story like that.
Yeah, it's just
badass.
Fucking like just a giant middle finger.
In other good news, it looks like Alex Jones has lost the lawsuit.
Who?
Are you familiar with this story?
No.
Alex Jones.
Yeah, who is Alex Jones?
They're making the rain turn the friggin' frogs.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
I wasn't. I don't know. Were you the one to tell me? No, it was Bailey. I think was the first person to tell me that isn't satirical.
No,
I completely. I thought it was. I thought his whole shindig was that it was a joke. I thought his whole point was that it was comedy for an entertainment. Yeah, I legitimately thought that's what it was.
He's been banned on Instagram. He's been banned on Twitter. I think he's been banned on Facebook. Everything. He's like, yeah, he's a extremist, and one of the biggest things, like one of the worst things he's done, is I'm sure you're familiar with the Sandy Hook shooting. The elementary school where a bunch of elementary school kids died.
Oh,
he believed that was actually a conspiracy and that nobody died and that they were all crisis actors. So the father of one of the children who died sued him for defamation, and apparently they won. So that's pretty cool.
What a fucking moron.
I know, right? God, such an idiot. Not an idiot, just an evil person. Like, that's insane.
They're turning the frogs gay.
They're turning the friggin' frogs gay!
Isn't there... is this some, like, little clip that someone put together of a bunch of things with him? And just, like he's running at a camera or something as one of them? I don't know. He seems like someone I wouldn't want to associate myself with.
Yeah. Well, the world is slowly banning him from the entire internet, so I think the world agrees with you. It's a fairly safe stance to have. Update on the Riot Games story I talked about in the last podcast. Not yesterday. It wasn't yesterday being uploaded or recorded, so I don't know why I said that. Riot Games has withheld. I'm just reading the headline.
Oh yeah, you told me about this.
Yeah, with the sexual
yeah.
discrimination in the workplace.
Mm-hmm.
The headline, Riot Games has withheld critical information in gender pay discrimination investigation. Wow, that's a mouthful.
Is that really a surprise? A company withholding information when they're being investigated for something that makes them look bad?
Well, no, it's not really a surprise, but this is just California has started the investigation and discovered that Riot Games is withholding information. Obviously, that's not good. If you haven't done anything wrong, you shouldn't withhold information. So yeah, that's pretty bad. I'm just reading through quickly. What?
I'm looking at this video, and you know one of those things where you have like different shapes and of blocks and like holes to put them through. So it's like that, but all the shapes are way too big for the holes. It's just on r/crappy design. Oh. The guy's like, bam, 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 like he's just trying to jam it through, but it just literally won't go.
Yeah, so there's not really any specifics in this article, at all. It just says Riot Games.
They're just within holding information.
Yeah, and they declined to comment on the story, unsurprisingly as well. In other Riot Games news, 100 Thieves finally won a game.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
I was excited.
Well, were they 1-4 now?
I don't know. I just know they're not doing well.
I'm surprised.
And I think they just had a roster change.
I was gonna say I thought I heard something about Amazing saying or calling out people for not trying or not giving their effort.
I think people are kind of annoyed with Afro, actually.
Really? What's wrong with him?
I think he has stepped down as the shot caller, and because of that, he's just not really doing anything.
Are supports usually the shot callers?
Well, no, he's just always been the shot caller, even on CLG.
Okay.
He was like the glue of the whole team in CLG, but I guess it's not really working. They're just not clicking. So we'll see what happens.
I don't know. I don't really keep much up to date with League.
Yeah. TSM and Cloud9 faced each other the other day. I watched that one live. It was pretty good. TSM won, but it was like a kind of close game. TSM was winning the whole time, but like Cloud9 almost made a comeback. Yeah. Did you do the face glance symbol when you said F?
It's just an F. It just happens to be the thing that FaZe members also do. Like, how else you want me to make an F? Like this?
Oh, no, don't do that.
You want to make a lowercase F?
Maybe like that. Big F.
Just one hand. Just one hand it.
Well, I don't want to. 2 hands.
Just be like your brother.
This is good for an audio
FaZe
podcast.
Up. Yeah, so what you want to do is you want to extend your middle finger.
Yep. If you just put your finger right up in there.
Yeah, if you just flick everyone off, that's how you phase the fuck out.
Anyways. What else?
When you're playing on mom's phone and dad sends a text.
Okay. I'm glad I asked you what else you had.
I'm just scrolling through Reddit trying to find something.
Okay, well, you should keep looking, and in the meantime, I'm going to talk about this development on the YouTube channel that we've been talking about recently. Yeah, we, as in like the whole group of friends, not just you.
All the Nois Bois.
And we briefly talked about this in Trevor K's episode, but we're moving forward with the plan to merge almost everything onto this channel right here. We've got the podcast, which will still be uploaded every other Thursday at 7 p.m. We're going to have Nois Bois Gaming videos be on this channel. Right now it looks like it's going to be every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday. Maybe. I don't know. That might be too much. It's at least going to be every Monday, Friday, Sunday. I don't know about Wednesday yet. Wednesday is going to be like Trevor K and Sean. Like Trevor K will be doing Siege. Sean will be doing maybe highlights of his VOD, of his streams. But I don't know if that's going to happen. But I know Zach and I are going to have one video on Monday where we do something together. For example, Don't Starve Together, Terraria,
I would hope
Town of Salem, eventually Minecraft. Friday, I'm going to have solo stuff, Binding of Isaac, Town of Salem, whatever else I start recording. And then Sunday is going to be Zach doing solo stuff. Right now, I think he's only done Kerbal Space Program, but we'll see what else he does. Probably like Siege, Rocket League, a bunch of stuff. So that's all going to be there. We're going to Trevor K's channel, all of his vlogs, we're going to be slowly re-uploading every Tuesday onto this channel until they're all done. And then whenever he makes a new one, it'll be uploaded. Same with all of Connor and Tom's music on the Nois Bois music channel. Can move that one over here. We're going to be uploading those every Thursday until it's all re-uploaded, including probably like the full theme of the podcast, maybe eventually the full theme of the gaming channel if that happens, maybe the Tom's music clip, but I think his is only like 10 seconds, so that's probably not necessary. Tom's videos on Ozmandunn are still staying on his channel just because he wants it to be its own kind of
brand.
its own kind of thing. Yeah. But we're gonna still have a playlist of all his videos whenever they get uploaded on the front page of our channel too, so you can access them there as well. So this is just kind of like a hub, basically. I think it's gonna be cool. Until we run out of re-uploads from the music channel and Trevor K's vlogs, we're gonna be uploading 5 to 6 videos a week, almost daily, which is pretty crazy. So I'm excited for that. We're gonna be rebranding a little bit. I have logos for different things, right? I have the logo for the podcast. I have the logo for the gaming stuff. I have the logo for music. And then we have just a blank logo with just the NB on it without like an icon. That'll probably become like the channel icon for this channel. And then each video, like the thumbnails, will have the specific logo for what kind of content it is. I don't know when that'll be happening. We're recording this podcast quite early. This probably won't be out for a month and a half as a recording, as we dated it. It was Father's Day. So maybe by then we'll have started uploading stuff. It depends. I'm not sure. I'm hoping timing kind of works out in that way. But we'll see. I don't know what's going to happen. We're just playing it by ear. We might do some Twitch stuff too. We might try that. I think that'll be later on, if at all. But yeah, just keep an eye on the channel. There'll be some changes coming up. Big stuff's happening. I'm excited.
Making moves.
Making the money moves.
I don't know if it's just me, but I think your Wi-Fi shut itself while you were speaking.
Oh, really?
Yeah, my first problem was my.
I'm still connected on my laptop.
See, I'm connected, but I can't refresh Reddit.
Oh. I see. Even on your phone?
My phone's not connected anymore.
Oh, okay.
But the only thing that bothered me is that my Reddit, for whatever reason, decided to go into. I decided to switch off dark mode, and I can't do that.
You can't.
No, like
right.
Dark mode is the way to go.
I agree.
Again,
but
Instagram, if you're listening, if for whatever
hear us
reason,
out, Instagram. We're the only people who's ever said this.
Just please.
You need a dark mode.
It's not that like Snapchat. Please, goddamn. You know how fucking annoying it is at like 2 a.m. and I just
blinded.
Just boom! I'm like, oh my god.
I love when light makes sound.
It's the sound of me taking a picture.
Yeah.
Like Reddit, GroupMe, Twitter,
Snapchat.
No, those are the ones that have dark mode right now.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah, Snapchat and Instagram, just get on it.
Is there anything else that doesn't have dark mode? Even GroupMe has dark mode.
Yeah. I can customize my text, like my texting app.
Yeah.
I just make it black in the background.
Nice. I haven't bothered.
I don't know if you can do. I don't know how Apple works.
I'm sure there's like an app I can download or something. I don't know. Maybe Apple has a monopoly on that because I had an Android. Like
I feel like Apple has a monopoly on anything Apple related. They're like, here, all those other products that you can use with other people. We'll just use an Apple one.
Yeah.
With all your Apple friends.
Yeah. I mean, I have an Apple, so I'm not.
You have an Apple?
I do. Think that'll read well? Do you think that was a good sound effect? Do you think they'll think I'm actually eating an apple? Here, I'll try again.
You sound like a dog.
Woo! I'm a furry now. Okay, bye.
Later.
What would your persona be if you had to choose? What kind of animal would you prefer to dress up as?
Oh, God. Panda.
Panda?
It's my favorite animal. And plus, all you have to do is just fucking sit there.
Yeah. I'm not saying you have to fuck a panda. I'm just saying.
You just eat and reproduce. Like,
yeah.
I don't have to deal with it.
Well, I mean, you don't have to be a panda. You just dress up as one.
Oh, well, I could still act like a panda then. Okay. Just eat and reproduce. Yeah, that's all I have to do.
You're getting into it. No, I'm just kidding. Neither of us are furries. Neither of us are ever going to be fucking furries. There you go. All the furry viewers that we have are no longer watching us.
Oh, we lost
They've
one.
raged out. Yeah.
Is that a thing, raging out of a YouTube? Do you think they threw
like,
their phone across the room?
I'm not doing this! Close the window. Angrily.
They threw...
Yeah.
They threw their computer.
Yeah, they put the cursor over the, X, threw the computer like Frisbee, and then with the mouse clicked it. So, as it was, the computer's fading away, the window closed.
Okay, I was gonna...
no, even better yet, they put it over the dislike button.
Oh.
So Frisbee it out, dislike, fade away.
I was going.
I'd be a dragon, by the way. I don't know if you didn't ask, but I'm just gonna put it out there because I feel bad for asking you and not answering myself.
I was gonna ask how they would manage to throw the computer away and close out or do something like that. But I'm glad that you answered. Mouse, yeah. I'm glad that you answered without me having to ask.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, look, we're on the same wavelength here. I got you.
Can I go home now?
No, you can't. You're trapped here for another 20 minutes at least.
Yeah.
You can't leave. Door's locked.
Just play the Jeopardy theme song for 20 minutes. No, we'll get copyright claim for that, won't we?
I don't remember.
That's not how it goes. That is not how it goes. No.
I can't remember how it goes. No, I can't do this again. All right, that was 20 minutes, right? I'll just slow it down so it lasts 20 minutes. All right. Wow.
We've lost about
quality podcast.
7 of our 8 viewers just in that section.
Got any good stories to tell?
No.
No?
Can't think of any.
Can't think of one?
I mean, not lately. I haven't done much lately.
I should tell you about... So, you saw in the group chat, right? Zach asked me what game. He didn't really give any context.
Crawl?
He was just like, what game? So this... Did I talk about this already?
Probably. I feel like we have.
It's like a game where you take over the monsters.
What?
Where one person's alive and the other 3 people are ghosts.
Oh yeah.
We did talk about that?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not going to talk about it again.
This is just a repeat.
I started talking about it and I'm like, wait a minute. I already talked about this.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about things we've already talked about.
Yeah.
Do we talk about our yeah, we never really talk.
Yeah. Got any stories from what is your earliest memory?
Probably when my sister was born. I remember running into the hospital room where my mom was. Mm-hmm. I don't remember what day exactly it was because I don't think it was. I don't know if it was the day she was actually born that I was allowed to be there or whatnot.
Oh right.
Because I don't know what time she was born at too. So
I'm sure you wouldn't remember that.
I know when I was born though, but that doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So what?
No, I wasn't born on 420.
No, I was born that. No, I'm not gonna get into that. Doesn't matter.
Okay.
Yeah, I just remember running in and trying to jump onto the bed to see my mom. I don't know why. But also my dad has this video of me standing outside the room. And I'm standing next to a wheelchair that they have in the hospitals. Yeah. And I have my standing at attention. And I kind of just poke my
saluting.
No, both my arms at my sides.
Yeah.
And I kind of without even moving my arm, just bending my wrist, turn and slow touch the chair. And my dad's like, Austin, don't touch that. And of course, being a kid, I'm going touch it again. He's like, Austin, that's not yours. And I go back and I want to touch it now. I thought that was funny. And then the last time my sister was, I think, in the hospital, I found a wheelchair and I was like, hey, Dad. It's like, what? I stand at attention and poke it. It's just
why do you have to stand at attention to sneakily touch something?
Because I was just I don't know what to do. And then I'm like, well, maybe if I stand still, he won't see my finger move out and poke the wheelchair. I don't know why I did it. I don't know why it was so important for me to touch the damn wheelchair.
Yeah, it sounded very important. Oh my God.
There's also something not like that, but recreating a moment where my dad has a picture of me in the backyard of me in a hole from when we were planting stuff in our backyard. And now it's funny because when I was a kid, we were planting things. And now that I'm growing up, I'm cutting all the branches and whatnot and kind of getting ready to take things out. And so we took a picture of me standing in the exact same spot wearing a similar outfit, making a similar face. And it was on the same day that it happened. Mm-hmm. I don't know how many years later it was, but it was kind of cool to recreate that moment.
Cool. Yeah, I've got a lot of pictures like that. Not of me recreating an old picture, but me standing next to something and imitating it. Like there, I know there's a picture of my dad and me when we were like planting the hedges in the front yard, and like he had like an actual shovel and I had like a little plastic one, and like we both had like huge oversized boots on. It was good. And then like we took a trip one time to some dinosaur place. No,
put the bird back in.
No. It was just like a place where they had a bunch of like giant model dinosaurs, like just in a field. And I went next to every single one of them and like posed like
Imitated
it was posed.
it.
Yeah, I was like 5. Dinosaurs were the shit.
Some fun memories of like just my dad taking me some cool places. I don't even remember where this place was, but there's like I'm pretty sure it's just free. You just walk around and they just have like a bunch of old tanks.
Cool.
And
oh yeah, I think I know where that is.
Like I don't know.
Is it near here? Kind of.
Apparently, because my dad was able to drive there. I don't know how old I was. I don't know where
I don't
the hell
remember
the
what
thing
it's called,
is.
but I know what you're thinking.
Yeah, and it was just like my dad took me there. I was like, dude, this is so cool because I was really into like World War II.
Yeah.
Like just that whole style, because I just thought the whole style of World War II was cool. Like I like.
How old were you? Were you playing like video games at that point?
Yeah, like there was a Medal of Honor game, or like COD World at War I liked playing that game.
That's a good game.
There was also the Band of Brothers movies. I don't think that was at the same time as when I watched them, but like I've always been like kind of fascinated with World War II. I don't know why exactly, but
yeah, World War II was like a huge technological boom. Like the difference between World War I and World War II, it was kind of crazy.
Yeah, one was like trenches.
Yeah, and the other was like bigger trenches. Yeah,
I'm not a big history person, but like I don't know. I always thought like seeing like at least like movies or reenactments of World War II, just the whole style of everything, the way it looked, I thought looked cool.
Yeah, I like history. The classes were way too like hard because it was so much specifics
knowledge
that you had to remember. Like it was like I feel like I had a pretty good grasp on history in my history classes, but I never managed to get like better than it. I never managed to get an A in a history class.
I wasn't a fan of history or geography. Like so, the whole social studies department, as far as I'm concerned, can just get a fat middle finger for me. Like I don't really care about most of it.
What's your least favorite subject?
English.
English?
Fucking reading. I hate reading.
Yeah.
The thing that sucked was first, do you know the way our high school English system worked our freshman year?
Yeah.
So we had, because we were the only one to offer 4 different levels of English. Because we had the normal one.
Yeah, we had English 1, 2, and then like.
And then it was honors and like accelerated honors, but most of them just had honors, regular, and then the special needs one. So for me, like honors was fine, accelerated was too much, and normal was like way too easy.
Exactly.
So freshman year I took honors, and we read Macbeth in that class. And then sophomore year I took regular, and because honors freshman year is supposed to be the same as sophomore regular, I had to read Macbeth again and some of the other books. Like so, I read the book.
That's nice though, because you probably didn't.
Yeah, but it was also like a waste of time because it was just kind of annoying to me because I was like, this one is perfect for me in between, and then they got rid of it.
Yeah.
Basically, just honors just kind of, I guess, became accelerated, or accelerated became the regular honors, and I was just like, I don't want to do that.
Yeah, English is difficult. I have a love-hate relationship with English because I like reading and I enjoy writing. Like I probably like writing more than reading, honestly. But like
can't have one without the other. Yeah,
well, I guess that's true. Yeah, but like I fuck.
You fuck.
I do. No. It's like the way that they grade in English classes is so unforgiving. Like it's weird that it's so dependent on like small, not even like grammatical errors, but just like preferential things. Like, oh, that sentence was worded a little weird. You could have like flipped these 2 words and it would have sounded smoother. -10 points. Like Just bullshit like that. You write like a 3-page essay and they find like 2 problems.
It's not like
and you get a
math,
C.
where there's like, this is your solution, this is how we get there.
Which actually, math is my least favorite subject.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't mind math.
I mean, you're aware how stressed, how much it stressed me out.
It's never been like a big issue for me.
Yeah.
Like for me, it's just.
I think the issue is it was never a big issue for me at all. Like it always came so naturally to me. Like I was in AT math like all of elementary school and honors math and middle school, and it was easy until like 8th grade algebra, and then it became instantly not easy at all.
Oh,
and
really?
Wasn't like it wasn't like common sense.
It was fine for me. I didn't try a lot because I remember because I had like I think a high C or a low B in stats, but then I ended up getting like a 4 on the AP test, like without putting in much work at all. And my dad was like, "I don't understand how you did that, but nice. Okay." Like I never studied for the test. The way my system was always, okay, I'm going to take the test. Because our math department was stupid. You could retake as many tests as you wanted.
Oh, yeah.
So I would just not study for the test and then take the test, not do good. And then the day of the next test, I would like come in and retake the old test. Nice. And then take the new test again that day and then not do good. And it was just an endless cycle of just me not trying until I had to.
Yeah. Because
I could get away with it.
I don't think I ever had that option. Or maybe I did and I wasn't aware.
It was just in stats. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
I didn't take stats in high school. I took that in college. That was super easy. Stats was so easy.
Yeah, stats like really isn't that bad.
And you know what else was easy? Pre-calc. Super easy. Calculus, awful. Pre-calc was a breeze. I don't know why. I don't know why there was such a difference.
I have a question though about, because I think a lot of people are split on geometry and algebra. Mm-hmm. A lot of people find algebra easy and geometry hard, and there's a lot of people that are the other way around.
Yep.
Like, are you one way or the other on
that?
I
like geometry.
God damn.
I don't like algebra.
I think algebra is so much simpler.
Algebra ruined my love of math.
See, I don't find algebra because to me doing algebra and just like seeing the numbers in like solving for variables like that has never been difficult.
Well,
it's
always been the basic stuff is easy.
Okay, yeah, but I'm just saying like even getting into like advancing in algebra, it was never like it was always easier for me than geometry. Like geometry, I was just like this is just fucking stupid.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. School just kind of sucks.
Yeah.
In general.
Fuck school.
There's not really a subject I enjoyed. Like, the only thing I enjoyed in high school was graphic art. That was it. Like, I didn't like gym.
I enjoyed German. I didn't like math. About it.
German was really hard, but I liked the people that were in it.
I think German 2 was the hardest.
Yeah, that's
like, German 1 was hard getting into it, and then German 2 is the hardest because that's when you have to learn everything, like, difficult. And then after that, it's like you just use what you know to do other stuff.
Yeah.
So, like, German 3 was easy. But yeah, I think you stopped after your second year.
Yeah, right? I finished German 2 just to get the requirement for graduation, and then I stopped because it was tanking my GPA more than everything else.
Oh. I don't think it was that bad.
I really upset Frau by dropping that class.
Well, because since not a lot of people take it, she wants to form like personal relationships.
I know, and I mean, I still go and visit her sometimes, and like we got along great. But I just that was the only reason I like even had to think about maybe not dropping it is just because of Frau.
Because I think she was my favorite teacher.
She was great.
Yeah,
not second favorite after my graphic design teacher.
Okay, yeah,
but
she was my favorite teacher.
Yeah. It's weird. I talk about all these stupid subjects and annoying problems in high school, but I miss high school. High school's nice.
Well, I just liked it because I got to see all the Nois Bois every day.
Yeah.
And
we're in summer right now and we hardly see each other.
Yeah, people got their own schedule. We're growing up.
Yeah, no, I refuse. I'm good. I'm done. I'm done aging. Bullet in the head.
Yeah, I was gonna say you have to kill yourself in order to do that. You got me all in my sad feels.
I know. I was already in my sad feels. I had pottery and spent the whole time trying to make a cylinder on a wheel, and I couldn't do it for the second day in a row. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do it, and it's due on Tuesday. We need 4 cylinders, like on like a pot, like on
next
a wheel.
Tuesday.
Yeah.
Okay, I was like, today's Tuesday.
No, you know, like where you make clay on a wheel, right? Like if the wheel spins, and you just like kind of morph. It's so like misleadingly difficult.
Really?
Yeah. It looks super easy, but it is the hardest thing I've ever had.
Okay, I was gonna say I was gonna ask if it's like just not engaging.
I've now spent a total of 9 hours over the course of 2 classes just doing it over and over, and I can't do it. I can make a bowl, but the hard part is pulling it up so it like becomes like more like a cup.
Okay.
I can't. I need 4 of them on Tuesday. I can't even get one. After 9 hours. What am I supposed to do?
Continue.
Give up.
No, persevere.
I mean not give up, but like
you're teaching the kids a bad lesson.
Inevitably fail. You're
teaching the kids a bad lesson.
You gotta do your best. And if your best isn't enough, it fucking sucks. Ugh. It's an uplifting podcast. Hey, let's just go back to the whole thing about, like the Sandy Hook conspiracy guy. He's getting a lawsuit. Riot Games are getting what they deserve. We got freaking TSM won over Cloud9. TSM.
You can't say that while supporting 100 Thieves.
Well, I think I prefer TSM over 100 Thieves.
Oh, okay.
What else? We need some other uplifting stuff. I got nothing, dude.
I mean, the only thing I can think about is there's this guy. He's like a Rainbow Six like streamer, and he's known for just being like insanely accurate, like just fucking shoulder breaking flicks. And he recently just announced he was going to play in the Pro League. He didn't get to play their first match because he's not 18 yet. But he'll be able to play their on their second game. But yeah, it's just people are like freaking out because everyone wanted him to be in Pro League for like so long, but he never did, and he never told anybody that he wanted to be in it for the longest time. He just always said like he didn't want to.
He was like kind of okay,
or just like being like nonchalant about it,
right?
And then he goes and when he announces it happened, he's like, "This is something I've actually wanted for a long time. Like I know I haven't said it, but I've really wanted it for a long time." And it was just people were like, there was one in the Rainbow Six caster. I was like. His name is Bolo, Beaulo.
Okay.
I think, and he was like, "Attention! This is not a drill. Bolo is in the Pro League. This is not a drill." And people are, I don't know. I just thought it was cool to see him finally be able to get an opportunity to like play professionally.
Nice.
And but I should mention the reason why I thought of that is because he's playing for TSM. That's why.
Nice. Also nice.
Nice.
Apparently, Iran has said that they're not going to declare war against anyone. So that's cool. We almost got in a war with Iran over the weekend.
Oh, how did that happen?
So a while ago...
Keep in mind, this is about a month and a half ago.
Yeah, a while ago, a bunch of countries in the EU... is it the EU? That's just Europe. What is...
European Union?
Well, no, it's like the one that United States is included in. What is that called? NATO. Maybe.
UN?
UN. That's it. Jesus. Okay. The UN was trying to make a deal with Iran.
Tom's like face palming right now.
To limit their like ability to make nukes, basically. Like they had like one of the things was they had like a sanction on the amount of uranium they could stockpile.
Okay. I feel like I've heard about this.
And the United States didn't sign the deal because we were like, dude, we're not limiting them enough. And pretty much everyone else did sign the deal, including Iran and like Germany, UK, France, all those places, all the other big European countries. And apparently Iran the other day was like, hey, by the way, we want to stockpile uranium. So if you don't limit our, our restrictions, we're just going to make a bunch of nukes. anyways. And I'm like, well, that's not how this deal works. But yeah, so there's some pretty crazy tensions between the United States and Iran because of that, and Trump and Pompeo made a lot of like very bold statements against Iran, which you have to do in situations like that. But everyone was like, "Oh shit, we're going to war." Like Trump was like, "We'll do whatever we got to do to stop this. We'll put troops on the ground, like all that stuff." And like
we'll launch our own nukes.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's
before they can stockpile.
Yeah. And so tensions were high, but apparently Iran has made a statement saying we're not waging war against any country.
Well, that doesn't mean they're not going to stockpile nukes.
It doesn't. You're right. I don't know. Maybe there's more. Oh, and there were also attacks on 2 oil tankers at the entrance to the Gulf. Just the Gulf. It says.
The Gulf.
I'm not sure what Gulf it's talking about. I'm not sure whose oil tankers they were. I think they were United States oil tankers. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I guess that's a good news. I mean, the fact that you hadn't already heard the story, it might not be good news, but
I don't know.
It seems like it's dying off, so I guess that's a good thing.
Fucking who knows?
Yeah. There was the Hong Kong protests, which have been tearing up Reddit recently with all the videos.
Yeah.
I think like the most recent protest was like 2 million people participating.
I remember seeing one
and
video.
That's significant because there's 7 million people in Hong Kong.
Oh wow, that's Jesus.
Yeah.
I saw a video where there were a bunch of protesters, but they were moving out of the way for an ambulance.
Yeah,
yeah.
That was
really
the one
cool.
that everyone was sharing around.
There was another one. I forgot what it was, but there was some kind of like graffiti. Not graffiti. It was like they put something on the walls somewhere, and I don't know. I don't even know what I can't remember what the post. That's the post I was trying to find earlier, and I couldn't.
Yeah.
Because I thought I saved the guy's comment on it, but
but they've been doing some crazy stuff. Like, I saw a video where, because the police were
the tear gas.
The tear gas.
That was a good one.
Where like the police threw tear gas into the crowd, and then like a bunch of people like stormed the little ball of tear gas and poured water on it and like put it out.
Yeah.
And then someone grabbed it with a towel and like got rid of it.
Yeah, it was like
and
teamwork.
People were handing out gas masks and people were handing out umbrellas, which they were using as a shield against pepper spray, which is cool. Like there was like a whole front line of rioters. I mean, they weren't really rioting. The police were the ones being jerks. But I mean, I guess depending on your perspective. But I don't think anyone's really, contesting that except for China. But of course, China's contesting their China.
Everything is fine. It's okay.
Yeah.
Nothing is happening.
Yeah. I can't recall precisely what the protests are about. I know it's something to do with the fact that Hong Kong is part of China now, but they want to be their own country.
A lot of people I've seen it referred to as Hong Kong/China. Because isn't Hong Kong...
They have their own government.
Their own government, but they're also a different political system.
But they're like part of the sovereign Chinese territory.
Well, because isn't Hong Kong like
they're like Mongolian.
I was gonna say, are they capitalist?
I'm not sure. I think they're like kind of democratic, but not really.
Okay.
But the point is, there was some kind of law or some kind of bill that was being passed.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to find. Because there was a guy who commented something about it, and it was basically clarifying something that got mixed up in the language translation. Right. And I can't find it.
Oh, well, I know what got mixed up. I know what that was. The person who's trying to pass the bill said that they were suspending it.
But it was just
that doesn't mean indefinitely. That just means they're just putting it on hold.
Technically indefinitely doesn't mean forever either.
Really?
Indefinitely means
they can make like a new version of it.
Well, indefinitely, it either means for an endless amount of time or an unspecified amount of time.
Okay.
Like, because there was, I guess the most recent example, because and I didn't know that at first, but I think there was a Duke basketball player that it said they were suspended indefinitely, and when I read that, I thought, oh wow, like they're never going to play for this team again.
Right.
And then 4 games later, I think they came back, and I was like, what? So then that's when I was like, oh, okay, I guess indefinitely doesn't mean what I thought it did.
Well, what does it mean then?
Well, it's not definite. There's not a definition or a finite amount of time listed.
Okay, weird. Definition of indefinitely. For an unlimited or unspecified period of time.
Endless or unspecified.
Weird. I did not know that.
Yeah, that. The more you know.
That seems misleading.
I know. Because I guess when people think of indefinite, they don't think of like there's no definite amount of time that it will be suspended for. It's unknown. But people hear that and I think it's commonly associated with endless. Like you said, there's endless or unspecified, but it pretty much just means we don't know right now. So it's just being suspended until this decision is being made until we can make another decision.
Yeah. That is surprising to me.
Yeah, that was the comment that I was trying to find. I have no idea what post I saw it on or where it was, and I'm scrolling through and not finding anything right now.
Let me see if I can find it. Extradition bill.
Yeah, that's what it was, I think.
Yep. So it is. If passed, it would allow Hong Kong to extradite suspected criminals. Oh, right. To jurisdictions without prior agreement, notably mainland China. So, if they're criminals, especially, I think the thing they're focusing on was like journalists who were being arrested because they've made like some kind of statement that was not agreeing with China.
Okay.
Hong Kong.
So it's censorship.
Yeah, basically.
Essentially.
Yeah. It's the threat of like, hey, you did something illegal in Hong Kong. We're just gonna bring you to mainland China and like execute you if we want.
That totally sounds like a censorship. Like we
bad.
Don't want you speaking out against us.
It's not even like even more so like people who are like whatever.
I was kind of confused when you said criminals because like why would you kind of want to defend criminals? But I guess it depends on who's. Yeah, well, I guess it depends on who's calling them a criminal. It would apply
to pedophiles and murderers.
Yeah, but I'm saying I think. The reason why that would be so... There's got to be a reason why it would be so highly protested.
In a place like China, there's
like I said, it also depends on who's calling who the criminal. Because I think that matters. Because to the people in Hong Kong, those journalists probably aren't criminals.
And it's also like just, the point of the argument. Like, even if the person is a pedophile or a murderer, they should be tried in Hong Kong. Because the point is Hong Kong want to be independent. They want to have their own government. They want to have control over their own state.
Yeah.
Right? Sense. So, like, they're just giving more power to China. They're admitting, like, hey, we're part of China when they don't want to be. So.
Are they trying to be completely dependent or trying to be, like, something where it's almost...
They're trying... Well, I don't know if they're trying to be completely independent, but I know they want nothing to do with China.
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe they want to join
just
someone
the
else.
only kind of thing that I can think about is, like, technically, aren't Canada and Australia still part of the UK? or Britain or whatever? Because they still have the Queen on their
I'm not sure how
currency.
I'm not sure how the relation works, but
I don't think Britain has like any say over them at all. But it's like they're technically still part
they're
of
like colonies.
Yeah, that's the best way I can think of it.
Talking out of my ass, but
I don't think either one of us are an expert.
Yeah.
Where we can just give in our opinion.
Yeah. I'm just trying to like summarize what I've heard. Always do your own research. Yeah. So that's.
A comment on Reddit is only.
I just thought it was cool all the videos that were coming out on Reddit of like people getting out of the way of ambulances or tackling tear gas or like using umbrellas as like.
I just think it's cool to see that many people protesting.
Yeah.
In unison for like a common goal or something like that.
And like the fact that it's been almost entirely peaceful, like from the side of the protesters, is insane.
At least from what we've seen.
With that many people, like it's crazy. The only reason they've called it a riot is because of the number of people, but there haven't been any like major incidents or. Yeah.
No murders or anything.
No, I mean there was a guy who died because he tried to hang a banger and then fell and like was stampeded, I guess.
Oh god.
But they were like, they were like celebrating his death as like a martyr.
Okay.
But that wasn't due to like any fighting or anything.
No.
That was just an accident for the cause of, change.
That's.
It was unnecessary, but
yeah,
it wasn't like there was no ill intent behind it, right? Yeah. What? Did you just phase up?
No, I threw up an F to pay respect.
Oh, right, okay. Jesus, okay. We need to stop. I shouldn't be talking about news stuff. I don't want to talk about news any more than is necessary because like I'm not like well researched.
No, neither am I.
Yeah, we're not the final say in any of this.
Come here
stuff.
for all your.
We're just talking. Look, I watched.
Fist me.
I digest some news, and I thought you were like holding out a microphone.
No, just pound me, bro.
Okay. I consume news sometimes. It's tasty. It's a little sweet, a little salty, But like
put a little rub on it.
Yeah, but I don't like, I don't research primary sources.
It's not a primary interest of yours,
right?
Or
like,
secondary.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't understand it enough to like go in depth, but like I hear the general story and like a little bit of detail and context, but I just like talking about it because like some of these stories you haven't heard or whatever. It's good to know.
The more you know.
Not doing that. Okay. All right. Well, thanks for joining us. Don't forget to keep an eye out on the channel for
like, comment, subscribe.
Upcoming changes. You can do that too if you want.
Let me smack that like button.
Smack that like button.
Backhand that subscribe button. Punch that notification bell.
Kick it in the puss.
Roundhouse kick that comments button.
Murder the like button's mother.
Oh god.
Jesus. Okay. Bye.
Goodbye.
In the face!